my name is Thelma and I attend St. Augustine College of Education, currently studying early childhood care and education. I just finished my teaching practice in Wakefield, and it was a privilege teaching playgroup little children under the age range of 1 to 2 years. I love being a teacher and I'm not ashamed of it, so it's my passion. Okay, first of all, I there are so many methods of instilling discipline in your child. It's just depending on how you want to make sure that that child has a very good behavior. I don't want you to have the habit of you using cane all the time, because sometimes it doesn't work. And when a child is used to it's only cane mommy will do that's all. It's not a good way of actually showing your child. For me, I use eye to eye contact. So when a child is misbehaving and give this child a certain kind of look, that child will adjust. Once the child notices that I've done something very bad, you see the child being calm. And you know that being calm is something that you can praise also. So, okay, this child is calm. Okay, high five, big hug. So at that time, you see the child, okay, I think mommy doesn't like this behavior, so I want to do more. So that I can get hugs, I can get high five, or maybe probably I can get chocolate or go to a park. Another thing I did in my class was facing the wall. They don't even like that part as well. When you ask them to face the wall, they are backing their peers. Probably they are playing something very interesting, and you ask them to face the wall. I believe that once you see a child behaving well, that child should be given a very good appraisal. I love that because it tends to make them want to behave well. Sometimes it's not easy. It's not easy because they show tantrums and want to behave very naughty. But I believe in love. I believe in care. I don't believe in spanking too hard. What I do is my 2 fingers on their palm, just here, not much, because you can't hit a child of 1 to 2 years with cane. That's first of all, it's very harsh. So what they need is care. They need love. They need attention. What I do again is once I see a child behaving in a naughty way, I put this child close to me. We sit down close to me and not play at all. Restricting a child from playing is a big deal. So I don't believe in harsh punishment at that age. Sometimes they want to show tantrums, but let there be a kind of firm face. I know that you are not happy with them. When you yell at kids, they tend to run away from you. They'll keep that distance. And at that point in your life, you don't need your children to be far. That distance, you don't need it, because at that time they need to tell you everything about their life. They talk, you think that they don't watch. You think they don't watch. But oh my god, when they do something wrong, I say, stop it. Before you know, they'll start saying it to their peers. Stop it. They know that Mr. Oma doesn't like that. So once you yell at children, that thing that they did, have they really stopped that behavior? Don't let them get used to it. You can use firm voice so that they will know that you are serious. Because sometimes they want to dare you, but you can use firm voices and be strict at it. First of all, I love children so much. So I believe as parents, we as teachers, we are passionate about what we do. We make sure that this child feel loved, feel comfortable in the environment. But what parents fail to do is to reinforce that same thing. They fail to reinforce it, because once they go home, they are seeing another different thing. And sometimes it affects their mental state. Mommy is not caring for me. Mommy is not loving me the way my teacher does. At that point, you don't need to miss your child. Your child needs to tell you everything that is going on in the school. So lack of availability can cause bad parenting, just because you are not available. They still have very little mind that does that. So they'll think, mommy doesn't love me. And at the end of the day, they'll tell their teacher. It's not hard. It comes in a way of passion and love. This is something that is already imbibed in the teacher. So we have to do the same thing at home. We have to love, we have to care. And screaming and all that sometimes even affecting your health, because that child still go back to that naughty habit. So there are other methods and way we can train our children without using that. You see that cane? It scares away everything. There are other ways. I always say reinforcing is very, very essential in a child's life. Because if that child is seeing the same thing in the classroom and also seeing the same thing at home, my God, you see a well-trained child, a lovable child. In short, everything about the child will just be different. You that some other children are suffering from this thing, but you say, no, but your child is just behaving so well because he's getting the same thing in school and also getting the same thing at home. So I believe in gentle parenting so much.
Thank you so much, Thelma.
Thank you so much for having me today. It's a privilege doing this video. So let's guide with purpose and also guide in love. I believe in love. Even God is love.